struck me today, not literally, but like one of those thoughts. We've got all these coaches that work here at Compete Indoor Sports, and they all have a different perspective and different value to add. I think there's a handful of different nuggets that coaches can gain value from this episode. Let me know what you think. Welcome to Questions About Coaching. I'm here with Joe Drain, and the question is, off the top of your head, what's one thing you like about coaching?
Top of my head?
The tippy top.
I like watching kids experience adversity and then challenge themselves to overcome said adversity.
Can we get an example of an adversity that maybe one of your clients has faced recently?
This is a leadership adversity. She's a college athlete. She was just to learn how to be a leader in a college level, but she's a freshman, and she was challenged. Her classmate felt poorly about her own performance because my athlete was able to outperform people consistently in the process of training. So showing up on time, working very hard at training, treating her body very well in terms of hydration, nutrition, and sleeping. And her friend, her teammate, said, "You're making me feel bad about myself because you try so hard." And this person was seriously upset about it. And she started questioning what her leadership role should be there. Should she be a friend and make her feel good about herself at the expense of trying hard and continuing to be a leader, or should she tailor it back a little bit?
Can you just give us one piece of advice that you gave to her?
You know what? I gave her the North Star of what her main purpose is on that team, and that is ultimately to be a good teammate. And the best leaders are the best teammates. And if she is not being a good teammate, she is not being a good leader, and she's doing a disservice to her team and the rest of her teammates if she tries less hard, if she doesn't take care of her body as well as she does. So therefore, she won't be playing as well, and she'd be hurting her team. So that was her North Star: is am I being a good teammate or am I not being a good teammate? And every behavior and decision after that was based on, is she above or below that line?
It's great advice.
Marty, what do you like about coaching?
I really didn't see that one coming. One thing I like about coaching is when you see an athlete start to figure something out.
The kids.
That moment. And that would be under the kids category for sure. I'm here with Compete Soccer Academy Director Tim Pang. Tim,
Hey, Tim.
Hey.
Hello, Tim.
Hello.
What's something that you've experienced and it changed the way you think about coaching?
Ooh.
Doesn't have to be big. It's obviously recent. Maybe let's put like a week on that.
One of the last things that made a huge impact for me was when I talked to you, Marty.
Oh my gosh.
The importance of, or one of the key importances of one-on-one training, and how our goal as one-on-one coaches is to not only build skill, but to build confidence for our players. I believe that confidence is the mechanism in which skills can be utilized. So when you taught me that players need confidence, I tailored my training so that we would maximize how much confidence they would be gaining by giving them trainings that both challenge them but also allowed them to feel accomplished as well. So when they leave my facility and my trainings, they are ready to play and ready to do things that they have not had the courage to do before now.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
Confidence is key. I feel like everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But how do you apply it as a coach, and how do you actually build a young athlete's confidence that is clearly asking for help already, right? If you're doing one-on-one training, you're saying that I need help. Mm-hmm. And one thing that I've noticed with a lot of different athletes, regardless of age, is it's tough to ask for help. Mm-hmm. And once you can accept that it's okay to ask for help, then you can start to build your personal confidence while getting high-level coaching at the same time.
There is a big difference between knowing a fact and believing it. So we all know that confidence is important, but until you have full belief in yourself and in that confidence, then you won't be able to channel that confidence when you really need it.
Thanks for your time, Tim.
Thank you for your time, Aaron.
And welcome back to another episode within the episode of Coaching Questions. Welcome, Seamus.
Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome. What is something that you've learned about coaching in the last 24 hours?
Well, in the last 24 hours, I've actually been sick. So I've watched.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks for the prayers. So I've watched a lot of New England Patriots documentaries.
Yeah.
One of which was the 2015 documentary "Do Your Job" about their Super Bowl win.
I haven't seen that one.
You should watch it. It's a good one. You can
Okay.
watch it on YouTube. It's about their Super Bowl win against the Seahawks. And in it, before they even got to the Super Bowl, they talk about how they beat the Ravens with a double pass from Edelman to Amendola. But the only reason
I remember that pass.
Right. So the only reason they even ran that, though, was because the Patriots' assistant coaches had enough confidence to go up to Coach Belichick and suggest something like that, even though he had said the only person he wants throwing the ball is Brady. I learned that egoless coaching helps because while you're the guy in charge and, you have to be confident, confidence doesn't mean you have to have an ego. And there's a difference between that and having an ego. And it helps to be humble so that other people can come to you with good ideas.
Wow. That's a great answer.
I'm happy to help you.
I'm happy to take your help. And no ego here. No. So this wraps up our segment with Seamus. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
And we're back with another segment of coaching questions. We've got Matt Rayful here. Matt, thanks for being here.
Of course, Marty. Anytime.
Thank you. What's one part of your, we'll call it, coaching game
Yep.
that has developed in the last couple months?
I would say the one thing that has developed the most in my coaching game over the past couple months is working with different age groups. Working here, we work with everyone from middle school kids to adult training clients, and they all have different backgrounds. They're all coming from Rudy slipped out.
He gone.
We work with dogs too.
What has working with different age groups specifically helped you with your coaching game? Like, do you change your style? Do you change your cadence? How does that really affect your day-to-day?
I think the number one thing is understanding the client you're talking to and developing different skills and approaches for each individual client. So it doesn't matter if that kid's a middle school client or an adult client. You have to read them appropriately and try to match their language, their tone of voice, their even things like matching their body, matching their posture, like little things like that, trying to match them as much as you can to make them feel comfortable enough to come talk to you and be approachable regardless of how old they are.
That's huge. Thank you, Matt.
Anytime, Marty. Rudy?
Rudy, I know you've been around the coaching game for quite some time now, and hey, what's up, Brandon?
Coach,
First of all, thank you for being here.
thanks for having me.
What's one of your favorite things about coaching?
It's the energy that the kids bring to the table.
And then does that,
After a long
in
days of
turn,
work,
give you energy?
yes, you just feed off the kids.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you bring the energy, coach.
Well, you got to sometimes. But if you're lacking, they bring it to the table every day.
I would hope so.
I love it.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite thing, Coach?
Favorite thing, just in general?
No, of coaching.
My favorite thing of coaching? I already answered that once today. I'll do a different one. One of my favorite things for coaching would be being able to have relationships with beautiful people like yourself.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I get
Love
to
you,
see
buddy.
this guy every week because of coaching,
Love
too.
you, buddy. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I appreciate any and all feedback. I'm going to go get Chipotle now. Peace.